Hello and good evening, everyone. This is Raza, the Voice of Pakistan finalist, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Pakistan versus Australia series. It's happening after 24 long years, but I'm sure the wait is going to be worth it. Now we'll start with how crucial the toss is going to be in this series, and I was just looking at some stats here, and it seems without a shadow of a doubt that the team winning the toss and batting first has clear advantage. As we've seen, the teams who have done that in the past have not only won their matches, but they have won those matches quite comfortably. So for example, we can cite the Pakistan versus Bangladesh game that was recently played at the Rawalpindi Stadium, and Pakistan won that game by an innings and 44 runs. Another game that India played versus Pakistan, I think it was back in 2004 when India toured Pakistan after a long time. That game was won by an innings and 131 runs by India after they had won the toss. I remember Rahul Dravid in that game scored a big century after he was let off a couple of times. But yeah, it does seem like it's a kind of track, the one in Rawalpindi, that favours the teams that are batting first. At least the recent record suggests that. So whichever team I think wins the toss is going to prefer to bat first. Now, secondly, we're going to look at the squads that have been announced. Pakistani squad, of course, is being captained by Babar Azam, and his chief in duty is going to be Mohammad Rizwan. Of course, the two crucial players of Pakistan batting lineup. Babar Azam in particular, he hasn't been able to live up to the expectations of his country and probably himself as well, as far as Test cricket is concerned. So I think this is a golden opportunity for somebody like him to go out there, express himself. He's going to be playing on his home turf, so I think there will be a little bit less of a pressure. I know some people would disagree with me and say there's more pressure when you're playing at home, but I think when you're playing in conditions that you are accustomed to, when you're playing on pitches that suit your batting style, although Babar Azam has scored runs all across the world, but I think it's just going to give him that little bit of extra comfort that he needs to find his mojo in Test cricket, that is. Now Rizwan, he's obviously consistent. He's going to be another really key player playing in the lower middle order. He's an absolute fighter, as we all know. I expect a lot of runs coming from his bat. When I look at the bowling lineup here, I see Zahid Mahmood coming in for Yasir Shah. Yasir Shah, remember, has been the mainstream spinner for Pakistan. He's done that. He's been in that role, and he's done it for Pakistan for so many years now. So it's going to be a hard, it's going to be a hard job for Zahid Mahmood, that's for sure. Filling in the shoes of Yasir Shah, who is well renowned all over the world, but he has impressed certainly in domestic cricket in the recently concluded Quaid-e-Azam Trophy, and he was also part of the PSL. He's got a lot of variation. He can bowl the googly, the leg spin. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he fares in this series. Now, another batsman that I have my eyes on for this particular series is Abdullah Shafiq. Now, he has played particularly well as an opener, ever since he was inducted into the Pakistani team, that toured Bangladesh. He was able to play really well there alongside Abid Ali, who's not playing this series due to an injury. But I think he's another one who can make an impact up the order. There will be a lot of pressure on him. He's a youngster. Australians obviously play hard. They're not going to give him much away. But I think he's somebody who can, who can take the series and make a break and do well for Pakistan. Thank you very much for listening.